Would you like to tell us about yourself?
Yes, sure. My name is Dr. Bernard Lim. I'm a senior consultant specialist in general and colorectal surgery, which means I take care of all the intestinal organs, the stomach, colon, rectum, and anus. And I do surgery for all conditions of all the abdominal problems that people may have. So I'm a surgeon. I'm currently 46 years old and I work at Mount Elizabeth Novena Hospital. And I used to work at Singapore General Hospital. So I've been a doctor for more than 20 years.
Okay, what were some of your involvements as a healthcare worker?
So right now, we are in the midst of COVID, as you know. So Singapore, when COVID first came, we responded very robustly to the curb and to treat and to manage this pandemic. So for COVID itself, a lot of our elective work was reduced so that we can make space and infrastructure available for people who were very sick from COVID. Myself, my direct role that I played in COVID was I'm also the commanding officer of Army Hospital in my reservists. So what we did in my reservists was I volunteered with my hospital to go and look after all the COVID positive migrant workers who were housed in Singapore Expo. There were a total of 2,000 of them that me and all my doctors and medics were looking after for 3 weeks at Singapore Expo. These patients were all COVID positive. So we had to look after them and make sure they were well and to see whether any of them felt more seriously ill, in which case we had to evacuate them to the hospital. So it was quite a meaningful 3 weeks and we did a lot to look after these COVID positive workers in our midst.
What motivated you to put in your time and effort into doing so?
So this COVID is a pandemic, and I think all of us, everybody in Singapore has a role to play in fighting this whole of nation effort, which means that everybody, through one way or the other, will have to contribute the time and energy and sacrifice their time and their family time and their work time to deal with this pandemic. So I'm fortunate because I'm a healthcare worker, I'm a medical doctor, so I can contribute directly through medical means by looking after these COVID patients. So I think it is, what motivated me was I want them all to get well as to play our role in curbing COVID in Singapore.
Did you have sufficient rest time amidst your own work commitment and your voluntary work?
Yes, of course. We have, it's not easy to juggle our time between working and volunteering with looking after COVID patients, but it's not something which we are used to in our line of work, where we have to work long hours and put in lots of time until patients get well. So as such, I'm used to the hectic pace, and definitely we still have enough time to rest, because if you don't take care of yourself, it's hard to take care of others.
Do you think that there will be a second wave? How can we prevent it?
So I think we can prevent subsequent waves through preparation, prevention, and anticipation of potential problems. And this is all done with a whole of nation effort, whereby we all do our part in making sure you wear a mask, making sure that you get tested, and you let your authorities know when you get sick, and don't mix with others when you're sick. So all these are very simple measures that we can do to curb the subsequent waves. There may be more than one wave, or other countries may have more than one wave, but as long as we do our part, we can minimize the impact of subsequent waves. And the most important thing is not to be complacent just when you think the first wave is over, because then that's when the second wave might come. So we have to be on our guard and take preventive measures and not be complacent.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.